Hey, this is Jared at Omnivore Blade Works talking to you through the video camera. Isn't it awesome to be able to see things and talk at the same time? I wanted to show you the Hungry Javelina multi-tool and knife. It has a little chef's blade on it. It's kind of like a micro Santoku blade, 1/4 inch thick spine, and then ground beyond the level of the spine right about here, so we're running down and doing a full taper down to the point, so you can get some delicate work done with the tip. But of course it is a thick blade for cutting vegetables. Although I did grind it down to 0 after it was hardened. I did the final grinding, and the sharpening edge is actually literally into a kind of a convex zero grind on this one side. You can kind of see how it's not perfectly flat. It has a roll to it. And that side has been carbidized along the edge on the surface. It's a tungsten carbide spark deposition process. It's all done by hand. And then on the other side, I will be going back after the sheaths are all finished. This is the first prototype. And grinding that, or sharpening that side, and then stropping both sides, so there'll be a nice mirror finish on this side, and then a very, very, very fine little shiny edge on this one. The sheath, or the other features of this blade, you have the retention hole in the blade, which is what the sheath grabs a hold of. You see that little dent. And then the oxygen cylinder wrench, the bottle opener, the hex wrench pocket for a multitude of different sizes, and then this actually fits in the hand fairly nicely. It's been a good little EDC blade, and you can see that I have an extra large hand in terms of glove sizes, but it's totally hidden in my hand, and but it feels pretty good just in this grip. And you can put your thumb up on here to whittle with it. You can put your thumb down here well, you could use it like a chef's knife and put your fingers around it and actually cut stuff. Use it as a box cutter, cut your steak with it. And then you can also put it in your hand in a combat grip, which is basically your finger goes along the blade, and then you can just use it basically for poking. And you've got a pretty good purchase in your palm and your thumb and your finger, so you're not going to lose control of it as you poke and poke and poke. The sheath has a single blackened brass 3/16 rivet in it, and a hole which I was thinking of putting a 1/4 inch diameter rivet in, but it's not necessary. This hole is just for putting a piece of paracord so you can dangle it from whatever you might need to dangle it from. And this one's more just for locating and for also making sure that edge doesn't cut through anything by accident. The spacer on the back right now, that's 3D printed, but I'm probably going to run these out of my Carta and dial in my thickness so that the retention is just right in that little blade slot. This one is a little loose, whereas this one, it's a little loose too. This one's nice and tight. Well, it was. So I gotta go a little thinner on this spacer, and my Carta will help me get that just right. I have quite a few, like, I don't know, a handful of these in bronze, in this gray, and also in this little shiny pig brown, and then a couple in purple and one in pink. So that's the Hungry Javelina. Thanks for watching.